All right, what's going on, Navy Vet 88? I'm here at the end of the year with you all. I appreciate anybody who stuck around throughout these past 12 months with me. We're going into a new year, so I'm pretty much excited about that, excited to see what we're going to get into next year as far as the firearms community, gear, survival gear, knowledge, training, safety, you name it. We're looking forward to it. We got SHOT Show coming up in January, which will be, I think, from the 21st to the 24th. So we're really looking forward to that. We got another gun show that we're going to in Trussville, Alabama. I think it's January 4th and 5th. So anybody's interested in that, wondering where I'll be for the gun shows that's coming up, those are the two that I'll be at. So, but yeah, this video pretty much was a video that I've been thinking about doing for a while, and it's a collection video. And for this collection video, I would consider it the end of the year collection video. I say end of the year because I know this time next year I'll probably have either added to the collection, taken away from the collection, or really just upgraded the collection in a sense and given it a facelift. So I just pretty much wanted to show you all guys, show you all what my 2024 collection looks like. And you can pretty much see where we're at here, and then next year this time you'll be able to watch this video again and compare the two, because I'm definitely going to make another video for this. Hopefully next year we're running stuff like HKs, SCARs, FN, you know, stuff like that, those products. And we, of course, you know, we always run with Glock because Glock is king. And if you don't believe it, then go shoot you about 2, 3, 4 of them out the box, upgrade it, you name it, and you'll be, you know, pretty much turned to the other side, to the dark side, like I say. Starting off, we have our Glock 49 Gen 5 MOS. As you can see, we have the Primary Arms red dot, which is a 3 MOA, I want to say. Really nice pistol. As you can see, the upper Glock 17 frame size as far as the upper Glock 19 as far as the lower frame size. And as you can see, we have some goon tape wrapped around the bottom of it for better handling. It feels better in hand, better grip, if you would say. At the front, you see Surefire X300. Can't go wrong with it. It'll pretty much always be the top tier best light that you can get your hands on. So yeah, Surefire X300, Glock 49, MOS, the Primary Arms 3 MOA red dot, the mini, and goon tape at the bottom. Internally, we didn't do anything. We didn't touch it. I'm not a big internal person, so when it comes to triggers, if it's not coming from the factory like that, then I really don't care about it as far as pistols are concerned. But once we start moving up to rifles, then I'll get more into, you know, getting triggers for my own, you know, my own taste, or, you know, what have you. But yeah, this is pretty much good for a self-defense gun, home defense gun, range gun, survival gun, SHTF gun. I mean, you name it. This Glock 17 slide length is about maybe close to 5 inches. Fantastic for anything shooting from 1 yard all the way up to maybe about 50 yards. You're going to get rounds on target. As far as the sights are concerned, we didn't upgrade the sights. It's pretty much just still stock. Like I said, we're running a red dot 3 MOA by Primary Arms. I really like this pistol. I've shot it a lot. Got a good feel to it as far as where my holes at and everything like that. So if you're running red dots, make sure you're working on your holes, because you can update your red dot and you don't know where your holes are at, and then you'll find yourself shooting lower or higher than you expect to. Next up, we have the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS, which is our EDC pistol. And if you've been tuned into the channel, you've seen this pistol on numerous occasions. Up top, we have the Trijicon suppressor height night sights with the tritium. So we had a quick technical difficulty, but we're back at it. So like I said, Trijicon suppressor height night sights. We have the hollow sun. It is the HS507C. At the bottom, we are running the TLR7, which is by Streamlight. I only run it because it's very, very flush. And in comparison to running with a Surefire, you have a lot more length once it comes to going past the barrel. I don't mind. I can carry this as my EDC, but being that I have the option to carry something that is just a little bit shorter and more flush to the barrel, it works out better when it comes to comfort. As far as the grip size, there wouldn't be too much of a difference, since as you can see, both of these, God dang it, there you go. So yeah, both of these are on a Glock 19 frame, so you won't get any difference when it comes to the grip poking out. For a lot of people who carry concealed carry appendix, if you have it canted and it kind of comes in as far as your claw pushes it in, you wouldn't have to worry about it being too any longer when you're going from the 49 to the 19. But when it comes to that weapon light, you will have it digging a lot more into your thigh or groin area, so it's a lot more comfortable running this. Other than that, goon tape like we have on a lot of our other pistols here. No different. I think every pistol we run almost has goon tape on them, so shout out to goon tape. Internals, like I say on pistols, we don't touch them. We leave them stock. We keep them how they are. I don't change out the guide rods. I don't change out the barrels or anything, any type of internals. I don't even mess around with the magazine release. And I know a lot of people, like to upgrade their magazine release so that they're more pronounced and more robust, so it's easier to get your thumb in that position to really drop that slide how you need to. But I think because of my hand size and my thumbs, it's never an issue for me, so it would never be an issue for me running this pistol with a upgraded magazine release. But I'm sorry, slide catch, slide catch. So yeah, a lot of people upgrade their slide catches, but also do update their magazine release buttons for something that's a lot bigger, because a lot of people have shorter hands. So therefore, when you're running it, you might not be able to get your thumb there as easily as you'd like. So sometimes you'll get a magazine release button that's just a little bit further out, and you could do a lot more, work with it when it comes to dropping your mags and doing reloads and things like that. So yeah, this is our Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. Like I said, Glock number 2. Next in the collection for 2024, we're gonna go with the Glock 43X. As you can see, everything is clear as I'm showing it on camera. We have the Glock 43X. This is, I wouldn't say Gen 5, but I guess I say Gen 5 because it's like the first of its build or its product or number or category, should I say. But yeah, this is pretty much a vehicle backup type of situation. Nothing's been touched on it. I actually haven't put my goon tape on it yet. As you can see, this frame is a lot slimmer in comparison to the 19, and it makes it better for grip and hand for people who might have slimmer hands. But also with me having such a large hand, I pretty much can cover the entire grip with just one hand. So shooting this one-handed is very easy for me in comparison to going to something on a bigger platform as far as the size is concerned. Everything is 9mm, so we keep it 9mm across the board, saves on ammo prices, and we stay with Glock across the board for the most part because being familiar with it, it's good to be able to go up and down in size and still know how to work the mechanics of the actual firearm in itself, because every one of them are built the same in a sense. But that's not to say that I can't transfer over, because I've had Shadow Systems, I've had CZs, I've had TARs, so I know how to switch over to platforms. But I've had FNs, of course. I know how to switch platforms, but I enjoy the Glock platform, and I think it's just because I've been shooting it for so long and it's so familiar that I kind of told myself, and I think I heard this from somebody in the past, is that, trying to keep all of your firearms within the same brand, so that way when you switch up and down, you're not having to change caliber and you're not having to train for a different type of system when it comes to operations, going from a striker fired internal pistol to a hammer or something like that, jumping up to a 1911 or a 2011. It does come with some different type of mechanisms that you might not work on enough, and it might not feel as familiar. So yeah, here we go. Glock 43X, love it. Perfect pistol, slim, 10-round magazine, 1 in the head, 11 rounds, perfect. This one we don't have a light at the bottom, but we may get one here and there. I think String Light makes the TLR6, and I think it comes with a little slide piece that slides on and hooks around the back of the trigger or inside of the frame, so we can't upgrade it if we want to. Moving on to something bigger, as you can see here, we have the 11.5 Aero Precision BCM build that I built out. The upper is a complete 11.5 AR upper from Bravo Company. As you can see, we're running the Surefire Warcom 3-prong as well as the Surefire M600 weapon light. I like the Surefire products when it comes to lights. I feel like you just can't go wrong with them. The pressure pad also is by Surefire, so if you want to get your pressure pad on yours, if you've ever been thinking about it, get your pressure pad with the push on and off switch, as well as the audible on and off for whenever you need to use it to keep it on or just momentarily. So as you can see here, we have it locked in this goddamn Ranger band to keep it, just pretty much keep it stowed away so it's not in the way when you're moving it and not getting hooked on anything like that. This sling is by Aero Concepts. I did a video, a review about this sling once before. Really nice padding in it. Color scheme is nice. The quality is nice. As you can see, it has the retraction in it, so you can just pretty much retract it as far out as you need for slack and then tighten it up. Like I said, the lower is an Aero Precision lower, and it was a complete lower. This trigger is still the original Aero Precision trigger. Right here at the bottom, we just had a bad lever. Some people agree with bad levers, some people don't. I've tried them out. I think they're a little bit faster for me. It's just less work to do when it comes to manipulating the magazine, dropping a bolt, and having, you know, just to move your hand back and forth like that. I'd rather just drop the bad lever, boom, we're back in the battery. Back here, as you can see, it's clear also. We're running the BCM charging handle, which is an ambi charging handle on both sides. And it came directly from BCM when we got this upper. It was a complete upper. The bolt carrier group we didn't use the bolt carrier. We had our own bolt carrier, and I forget the name of the company that make the bolt carrier, but it's like a bronze goldish kind of color, and that's really what attracted me to it. At the bottom down here, we just have typical mag pull pistol grip, nothing special. Everybody has one. They're reasonably priced. Mag pull makes some great pistol grips. And I do have the bottom section in here to put things into. I just don't have a cap on at the moment. Up top, we have the EOTech XPS 3-0 with night vision capability. And for our backup irons, we're running the Daniel Defense irons, which are a set or a combo. If you buy them together, they come together. In the rear, Ranger band, like I said, to keep the sling stowed. We don't have the QD plate in the back, so we're running our QD mounts on our SB4 tactical brace. Really great brace. I love it. I painted it. Still operates and works the same. I never had any issues with this. I know a lot of people might have asked me, you know, or told me you're gonna have problems, or do I have problems, but I've never had any problems when it comes to the operation and functioning of the pistol in its own self. I taped off the right parts, taped off the trigger when I painted it, taped off the back area for the charging handle. What else did we tape off? We taped off our forward assist button, and we taped off our barrel, as you can see, because the barrel is still the original black color that it came in. Other than that, everything else got sprayed. Only one thing that I wish I might have not sprayed when I did it would have been the castlement area. So that way when I'm taking it off and I want to replace, say, my stock or my buffer tube, you know, I'm not sure how hard it might be when it comes to trying to break it open, because I have it staked, but I doubt if it's that bad. But yeah, so another pistol in the collection for our 2024 collection video. Nova, which is the 12 gauge Benelli Nova. Pretty self-explanatory with this one. We added the magazine tube so that it brought it almost flush, which is an extra 3 or 4 rounds of slugs you can get in here. We typically just run double aught buck in this, and it's mostly just a range weapon. We don't really use it as far as any type of home defense, but it's really nice. I like it. As you can see, it has like a little brown coating right here for where you put your shells in, so it should stick back. There you go. And then let's see, I'll drop it here, and then as you can see, it's clear. And yeah, man, it's really dope, really nice. It's reliable. Anybody who's looking for something that's reliable at a big caliber, this is what you should get. As you can see, nice little craftsman work right here on the grip, and you know, traditional stock piece in the back with a little rubber on the back end for more security when it uses when using it to absorb a lot of that blowback or the concussion or whatever word you want to call it. But yeah, it's really nice. Great front sight. Apertures are nice. Nothing has been done to it. This is pretty much right out of the box. The only thing that we did to it was changed out the tube up front, and then with the changing out the tube, we had to put a longer spring in. So we took out the original spring, and then we added an upgraded spring that could hold down the capacity for having more rounds than what it was initially anticipated for. But it's really nice looking shotgun, actually, in comparison to a lot of the other ones that I've seen. I'm not big when it comes to a lot more of the semi-auto action shotguns. I know a lot of people have been running with different brands that make them. If I did have to go into that realm, it would probably be Benelli. since I'm running a Benelli Nova right here. And if I upgraded this, it would probably be the Benelli Supernova or the Benelli M4. If you've seen the John Wick movies, I think it was the first or second one, I forget which one, but he was, he was tearing it up with that Benelli semi-auto. But anybody else that I've ever seen with semi-autos, that if you're not paying over $1,400, $1,500 for that shotgun, then you're not getting any good results. You're going to get a lot of jam feeds and have a lot of problems. But it could just be what I've seen and what I've experienced with other people, but that's not for the entirety of anybody who owns one. But for me, I'm gonna stick with my pump actions in it. Like I said, if I go up any further than this, it'll be with the M4 style shotgun with Benelli. I know the Supernova is above this and it has like the graded heat shield over the barrel, but I can't think of what the name of the M4 style is. If it has a name, it might be just Benelli M4 shotgun. But yeah, 12 gauge Benelli Nova, really nice, really slick, really clean. Gets the job done with anything, buckshot, double eye buck, slug, you can run it all through here and it functions, flawlessly. All right, lastly, as you can see, and you've probably seen this rifle on many occasions, this is my quote unquote recce rifle that I've attempted to build out. It is on a Shield Arms AR-15 platform, and the upper is a BCM 14.5 pin and weld with the Mod 0 or the Mod 1 BCM flash hider, and it really is a good flash hider. I don't think that it's as good as my Surefire, the 3-prong war comp, but it's definitely up there with it. As you can see here, got the folding stock because that is a option that Shield Arms provides on one of their AR-15 platforms. I think they have multiple platforms, but I know on this platform it comes with the integrated folding stock. So as you can see here, and it's buffer, which is a special buffer and spring for this specific platform. So if you buy this AR-15 platform from Shield Arms, it will come with the strip lower. That's if you're buying it like me and building it out, and it will come with a specific buffer and buffer spring. So just be aware of that. And I went with this because I felt like going with the Law Tactical folding brace. When I seen people have those adapters on, if they were to do it like how I've done it and I close this in like this, their adapter would still be sticking out about this much before the stock actually folded in. So I felt like going with Shield Arms and what they made, it really did make it to be a more compact setup. And if I was running something shorter, say if I wanted to put in, if I wanted to convert this to a pistol and put a 10.5 on here, have to fold the stock adapter, instant backpack gun instantly. In the rear, we have the Magpul, typical Magpul stock. I'm not sure of what this name is, but I know it's fairly common when it comes to the Magpul stocks. When I see them in the store, Academy, you name it, it's always like this stock is always prevalent and always in stock. Up here, we have the 1-6 6R Tango with the 30mm mounts. Really nice, really nice. As you can see, it has the caps on it, of course. To go back and forth with your magnification, you can do it like that. It actually has a hole here, which puts a little piece that helps you to actually turn the torrent back and forth easily, but I like just cranking it with my hand because it just feels better. Down here, as you can see, another weapon light. This weapon light actually is from Tacticon Armament. Yeah, so Tacticon Armament made this. It comes with the pressure pad and on and off audible, similar to the Surefire setup that I showed you all on the other pistol. Here's the light, as you can see, small mini size light, nothing special. We have some goon tape wrapped around to keep the cords out of the way, and little BCM rail guard that we kind of just run up under there for a little more traction, more than anything, just traction. As you can see right here, I'll turn it over. We have the Magpul offset. So this is pretty much a cannon. As you can see, it's a cannon piece that you can use for your QD adapters or your QD swivels, and it keeps it from being completely to the side and it puts it more at an angle. I like it. I didn't really need it. I didn't have a special purpose for it. I just saw it. I thought it looked good, so I wanted to add the aesthetics to it. Like I said, the upper is a BCM 14.5, pin and well, complete upper. Nothing's been changed up here. Forward assist, as you can see inside. BCM as far as the bore carrier group is completely BCM. Except for our Geisley super automatic charging handle. We did upgrade the charging handle from the original BCM charging handle that it came with. What else? We have mag pull, flip up sights, as you can see here. And we have the backup sight in the rear. So if I wanted to take this off, I could just pop it right off. Yeah, it doesn't have a QD switch to it to just pop it off. But if you can see right here, if you use a shell casing, I'll pop that right off. So just enough torque to get it going, and you just unscrew it, and then you back on with your backups. The safety selector that we use is by Strike Industries. Yeah. So Strike Industries did this safety selector, and I liked it because it was a little bit more robust right here. And as you can see up here, that paddle is like really, really high, as well as the one at the bottom. So going up into fire and dropping it back down, I could pretty much like just finger it right there. So yeah, the boat catch right here, as you can see, and our mag release are both by Geisley as well. And I think that's pretty much it on this one. I don't think I have anything. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. The grip is by BCM. B5 Systems. So yeah, B5 Systems grip. The grip is also wrapped in goon tape, just like everything else that we're running. And the end plate that we have right here, see if you can see it. I don't think it has the name of it, but if you know it, you can see the star, and you have the BCM QD swivel attachment for end plate. And at the trigger right here, we have the CMC trigger, which is about a 2.5 to maybe 3 pound trigger. Really nice, really flat, helps you to shoot faster. I don't shoot as fast with this rifle that I built out, you know, because I'm typically working on more of my longer range shooting with it. But at times, you know, when I want to just take this off and maybe put a smaller red dot on it, you know, maybe like throw my EOTech on it or throw another prism optic, something low, you know, and then I'll just do a little bit of work at a closer range when I'm at the range. And at the end, I completely forgot, since I said this was more so of like my recce build in a sense, or attempt at a recce build for my first attempt. You have the bipod, and this bipod is by Magpul as well. And we just wrapped it up, as you can see, take away some of the shine and gloss to it. We wrapped it up. We wrapped it up with goon tape, of course, to take that shine away from it. It is adjustable, so it pops down here just like that. So, you know, you want to get those longer range shots when you're at the range, or, you know, wherever you're shooting at, then, you know, it's possible, and it's easy to just pretty much transition over. But yeah, this is the 14.5, a part of the collection. And we have one more part of the collection that's pretty much an in-process part of the collection. But I really like this build. Like I said, a lot of people try to tell me that it's not technically a recce rifle, but the way I see it is, if this is a 14.5 build and I put the bipod in the front, I have a light, I have a LPVO, I have backup sights. I actually want to get a Canon 45-degree red dot, something like maybe another Holocene or a Trigicon, to kind of like have offset on the side so that I can't and go for closer shots here, and then get back on and then go back to the side if I need to switch up from my distance shooting. But needless to say, if a person would tell me that this is not a recce rifle because it's how it's built, but if I go on BCM's website and I go and buy a recce rifle and it has no attachments on it, you would still say that that's a recce rifle, and it could be a 14.5-inch rifle or a 16-inch rifle, and it's, you know, 16-inch barrel. You buy it, it says recce rifle, recce 16, recce 14, what have you, and it's a recce rifle. But if I go and buy a rifle that is the exact same setup as what you just bought offline, how is mine not a recce rifle now? So I guess that would mean that a recce rifle is only a rifle that actually came from BCM or something like that. But I like this build. I think this recce rifle is dope. Nobody's gonna tell me no different. I'm gonna keep running it how I run it. If I were to change anything on it, I'll just upgrade my light system from the Tacticon Armament, and I'll just go with another Surefire, maybe the Mini Scout, or the slimmer, like older model scouts that they had. They're like really slim, almost kind of like a pencil. But it didn't have to be nothing that's super bright, because when I'm shooting this, I'm not intending on shooting it anywhere where I'm going to be so close that I really need all that light. But that's just me, you know, and all these things are just training and, you know, it's my hobby. So I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy showing you guys this. So at the end, this is pretty much the wrap up. Like I said, we have one more thing that would pretty much be an honorable mention. So we'll pull that out now. All right, so for our honorable mention, we have an Aero Precision lure, which was a strip lure. The Eternals are Sons of Liberty Gunworks guts. I'm not sure which model guts they are, but the complete thing is that. As you can see in the rear, we have the BCM gunfighter stock. We have a Ranger band wrapped on the back, so when we do start to get a sling involved in it, then we'll go ahead and just have something to secure a sling with. At the bottom, we have the B5 Systems pistol grip, and then of course, like everything, we wrapped it up in goon tape. So yeah, this was a really nice one. Pop that out for y'all so you can see. Adjustable. The QD end plate is from BCM, but we sprayed that too. So yeah, this was completely black all the way through. This was a stripped AR-15 lure by Aero Precision, and I pretty much built it out myself. Takedown pins, takedown pins are by Sons of Liberty Gunworks as well. So everything that's an internal is by Sons of Liberty Gunworks, but when it comes to the castle nut and the buffer, tube, stock, buffer, and buffer spring, all of that is from BCM. So it's pretty much BCM in the rear, Aero Precision holding it together, Sons of Liberty Gunworks making it run, and then we're holding it with the B5 Systems pistol grip with the goon tape wrapped around it for extra security and feel and comfort and all of those things. Appreciate you if you stood by to the end. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe to the video and to the channel. Share it with your friends. I hope y'all liked it. We're looking forward to next year. We got a lot of good stuff coming earlier the year. I want to try to work more on my logo, try to get some merchandise and apparel and things like that to get out to people. So if anybody's interested in seeing something like that, then let me know, and I'll, you know, continue to try to work and push it forward. But yeah, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. One time for Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Navy Vet. Peace.